Okay, this video will be a little different. Like I told you in my last video, we're going to move some stuff around and try to get this tractor in here. Four-wheeler, of course, has got to come out of the way. Get these cans out here. Let's do a cold start on the four-wheeler. How about that? This little Honda runs pretty good. I never was a big import lover, but I think Harley makes four-wheelers, but a little too expensive for me. Yeah, this thing doesn't want to idle very well cold. Got to choke it a little bit. There we go. Or something fall. Better watch what I'm doing there. The left hand brake does not work. I gotta hold the camera with the right hand, so you can imagine what kind of disaster that could spell. Also, when I reached down, I grabbed the throttle. That's what I heard, my 3/8 wrench. I was using it to bleed these fuel lines on the oil furnace. Alright, let's see. That's got to move, and that's got to move. And I think I know. Tractor would probably squeeze in there, but I'm thinking ahead, and yeah, there's going to be times when I'm going to be wanting to get in here without starting up the tractor. So, let's get this off the floor. I think I know where I'm going to put the torpedo heater and the pressure washer. Much as I hate to cram more stuff around the poor Torino that is really has nothing wrong with it outside of needing some headers built and some exhaust made. Unbelievable. I think I started a video on this thing, oh, it's been over a year ago. Someone made a comment on that video, and of course I answered back, but then I looked at the date. I was like, man, that's terrible, because I started making plans on building headers for this, thought I could squeeze in a little bit here and there while I'm maybe waiting on parts of the truck, stuff like that, and I haven't touched it for over a year, and the thing runs. I just can't start it because there's no exhaust manifolds or headers on it. And I would love to stop. I was tempted to stop on a truck just to get this thing running again, because I hate to let it sit like that. But I hate to jump from one project to the other also. It's kind of hard to make up your mind on stuff like that. Little fire barrel here. Got my hands dirty. Okay, let me pause the camera here and we'll move that stuff where I wanted to. Alright, I measured everything out. Looks like it should fit. I think I'm going to go ahead and get that hood out of the way for two reasons. It wouldn't hurt to go ahead and have it in the garage, so that's in case I'm run out of stuff to do to the cabin doors, I could do some sanding on that hood there. Well, I'm rusty on making these videos. I notice myself kind of hesitating so I don't stutter, or I'm just not sure what to say. But anyway, that means we need to make more videos, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah, let's move the hood in. And the second reason is I could see myself pulling this tractor in here on a very cold day, one of those sub-zero days. You know how you get in a hurry to get something in the shed or garage because it's cold? Well, I could see myself getting in a hurry and rubbing a tractor tire up against that hood. I think I will lean it up against that 2x4 right there. Hang on. Now, that takes up a lot less room. Yeah, I think I like it better than having the tractor in here. It's still not as much room as I would like, but I can deal with it. We just have to live with what we got for now until I can get this truck finished and build my bigger shed. Then we can be a little bit more prepared. Sorry about that, I was trying to pick up some rags. A little bit more prepared to do big projects like this. Alright, let's do a cold start on this old tractor now. You get that board out of the way. It fell when I moved the hood. These old oil furnaces, we'll stop and talk about it a little bit. I guess they're not the most efficient thing in the world. I mean, it drinks a lot of oil, but I tell you what, these high efficiency heat pumps and all that stuff today do not make the heat like this thing. This thing will, without a thermostat, it will run you out of the garage in no time. I can set the thermostat at like 60, 65, and it can be a 30-degree morning, and it's like 10 minutes it's up to temperature in there. Some things, well, guess what? I need the key. Hold on. Okay, we got the key. Like I was saying, some things they just should have left as they were. A lot of the older stuff just seems to work better in certain ways. There's good things about technology, and there's also a lot of bad things about it. Let's see how this thing starts. Don't make me eat my words over her. There she goes. Oh, yeah. Probably needs a new battery. I don't know if a new 6-volt would be any better than this 6-volt, but this, I think I've talked about in past videos. Right before my dad passed away, this old tractor sat right out in that field for over a year. The battery went dead. And all I did was from sitting, and all I did was put a charge in, and it's been working. The rattle kind of gets on your nerves. Something else I need to fix. Probably a little cold, it might sputter a little bit. There she goes. I'm going to take a trip around the back of the garage here. Warm it up. Give it a little exercise. Now we're not cutting any hay or grass. The tractor don't get used very much through the winter. I did cut all these fields here. This one, you can see the lawn way down there. Should have done a video on that. Mowed some pretty tall grass in the summer. That property doesn't belong to me, and the guy who owns it used to pay me to do it. He was so hard to get a hold of, we just started letting it go. Couldn't hardly get him to pay me anymore, but then we let it all go overgrow. Somebody complained about it, it wasn't me. He come out with those big mulchers and chewed it up, made it look worse. I decided to start mowing it again. I hate to do it for free, but it looks so much better. And if he's going to let it overgrow like that, bring one of them big loud noisy machines to chew all the trees up, make dust, I'd rather cut it myself. Alright, let's see if this thing fits. It should. I used to keep it in here. Kind of a tight fit, but it fits. Whoops. Tried to let it idle real low. It didn't want to idle that low. Start back up, see if it'll do it. Well, it's a little too cold to idle that low. I always like the way this old tractor sounds when you idle it down real low. For a 4-cylinder, it talks pretty good out the exhaust. There she goes. think the old girl sounds pretty sweet. If you notice kind of a knocking noise, we'll have to do a video on that too. It's not the engine, I'm very, very sure. It's always held good oil pressure and ran great. But the noise is coming from this right here. Your tack cable goes into it, but that is a hydraulic pump, I think. I need to get an owner's manual on this old tractor. So anybody that knows anything about the old 8Ns and Jubilees and stuff, feel free to comment on that, but I'm pretty sure that is the hydraulic pump for the 3-point hitch for the hydraulics on the tractor. And from what I've read, it probably needs to be rebuilt from making that noise. I looked up did a search on the symptoms online of making that noise, and they blamed it on that, and that is where the noise is coming from. Now, until I move some stuff around, I'll have to crawl over top this tractor though. That's the only bad thing about having it in here. But that's okay. I'm not in here that often. And I'd much rather, if I have to move the tractor, I'd much rather let heat out of this little shed than I would in here. And speaking of heat, we're wasting heat. These doors open, but anyway, I don't know if I showed you. All that stuff is back there now. Like I said, I hate to pile stuff around the tree now. That's just what it's going to have to be till we get this truck painted. Okay, that's pretty much all that. Hope you enjoyed that video. It's a little something different. Just some guy rearranging some stuff in the shed, starting up his old tractor, stuff like that. So that's all our videos for this weekend. And I know I said this before and didn't follow through, but I'm going to try to start making videos more regularly again. And as you can tell, I need to practice making videos. I'm just stumbling all over myself as far as the talking goes on the video. But okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and stay tuned for more.